Welcome back to my channel. This is the Lonely Gamer 228. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're existing, obviously you noticed the name change. I used to be Shepherd of War, now I'm Lonely Gamer. There'll be a separate video for that at a different time. Needless to say, it's more for the brand. Unfortunately, I have been away for a while. I think my last upload, which was Knockout City, I want to say was back at the end of June. Unfortunately, I stopped making videos. I haven't made consistent videos, to be completely honest. And my forehead isn't greasy, I promise. I just have a backlight. I noticed that while I'm doing this. But whole purpose of this video is to kind of explain where I've been and what's been going on, and hopefully shed some light on some stuff, and then, kind of get back on track on some things. So my last update or last upload was June 30th, I believe. I want to say it was June 30th. And it was Knockout City gameplay, and then I haven't recorded anything or it might have been, was it June 30th? Yeah, it was June 30th. And I haven't made anything since. Depression. It's a bitch. Anxiety. It's a bitch too. So unfortunately, I haven't been feeling like myself for the last couple of months. Honestly, I haven't been feeling like myself for the last couple of years. But it's me just not having the desire. Me not wanting to load everything up and record. Now that is going to change. I am going to force myself to start making videos again. This was kind of the start. And then from there, we are going to essentially go forward. I have a series planned. I was going to keep it kind of low-key and just stealth drop it, but I'm going to do a series on Dying Light. With Dying Light 2 coming out in December, I figured now is the perfect chance to kind of go through the first game. I never beat the first game, so getting a chance to go through it, maybe even touch on the DLC if we have time, definitely going to happen. I know it's a large game, so it's one of those where I keep saying we, and I'm the only one doing this, but I have to figure out how to do the game without making too long of a video, because I don't know the watch time yet on here. I've only made a couple, so sorry if I sound weird. I'm trying not to yawn. It's been a stressful 24 hours. Anyway, so Dying Light is going to be my first series. My goal is to try to have it wrapped up before we get into October. So basically, Dying Light will take the whole month of September. I am going to play it how I normally would play video games, or normally play RPG games, and that's where I'm literally doing anything and everything possible. My goal is to play it as if I'm just playing it without recording. I am going to stream on Twitch as well, or at least I'm going to try to stream on Twitch. I have no idea what I'm going to stream on there yet. I know Dying Light will be YouTube. Got to figure something out for Twitch. That being said, my overall desire is to start pumping out some videos. I've rearranged my recording room here. As you see behind me, I do have some action figures set up. I have a whole arena. I may do a room tour. It's not much of a room because it's incredibly small, and there's literally one door, and that's how you get in and out. So there's no closets or anything. But I may at some point do some kind of room tour. I'm trying to get used to the webcam, the microphone. I know I've never had to sit this far back from my camera before, so it's kind of weird. Also, the fact that backlight is making my forehead shine is a little nerve-wracking. But I'll figure it all out. I just want to point out I love this webcam because it's the first one I've had that actually has an autofocus. So, okay. I had no idea on that. Sorry. I'm at the time I'm recording this, I'm running on roughly about 35 to 45 minutes of sleep. Had therapy this morning and it went great, but yeah. So I've been away due to depression. Things have been kind of going bad. I suffered a bankruptcy. I had my car repossessed. I don't have a job. Thankfully, I have an extremely supportive girlfriend who is helping me through everything. So, and I have a somewhat supportive family who are by my side as well. So yeah, things aren't great, but they could be worse, and I'm glad they're not. It's all about getting up here. I got to get up here 100%, and I feel like I'm about 85, 90%. I don't sound like it most likely, and I don't look like it, but that's also because, again, I'm running on 45 minutes, I think, worth of sleep. I woke up at 9 a.m. this morning at the time of this recording. I went to bed, dozed off for roughly about 20, 30 minutes, about 5 a.m., and then couldn't go back to sleep until about 8:30. So that being said, and I know I say that being said a lot, which is weird, but I'm just not noticing that. But going forward, my goal is to try to have out at least one video a week. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That's annoying. My goal is to get at least one video out a week. I want to push for one video a day, but I'm in school for digital marketing, so I have class every day. Well, technically I have class once a week, and I can just log in every day to do everything, or I can log in one day and do everything. But my goal ultimately is just to get more videos out. Dying Light's gonna be that first kind of big one. I'm thinking of maybe doing Evil Within or Alien Isolation for October. I want to try to keep October horror film or horror themed. So I was gonna say horror filled. I'm gonna try to keep it horror themed, and kind of go from there. But yeah, I've been depressed. I've been battling depression and anxiety for roughly about 6-ish years now. Finally started seeing a therapist last year, and then had some traumatizing events happen over the last couple of weeks. Actually over the last few months. I've been battling a bankruptcy. I've been pretty open about it. I like to be open and honest. Been open about it. I had to file bankruptcy. It wasn't my fault. My name and my social were attached. Basically, I tried to be nice for someone and help them out when they were in need financially, but I went about it the wrong way and I opened up a credit card in my name for said person. The stipulation was that I would do it, but they would pay on it. They paid on it for a little bit and then stopped paying. It defaulted, and unfortunately, I had to file bankruptcy. It came back on me a couple of years later with a lawsuit. I don't think a lawsuit was technically filed. I think it was a complaint. But yeah, all of that's resolved. Unfortunately, the consequence of having to file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy is the fact that I had to relinquish any property that I owned. I was financing a car. I stopped paying on the car payments back in March solely because at the behest of my attorney. Because there was no point in paying on something that was going to be taken away anyway. It was basically wasted money. So now I'm in the process of trying to find a new car, as well as trying to find a job to pay for said new car. I'm staying away from financing, and I'm just going to straight outright buy cash. But the problem is when you have very little saved up, unfortunately, the majority of my money went towards the bankruptcy, so I don't have much money left. But what I do have is going towards a car. So I will be streaming on Twitch, like I said. You can find me at The Lonely Gamer 228. Actually, I think it might be just Lonely Gamer 228, but it's here. I'll pull it up. I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. There we go. And I'm so sorry that I'm doing this in the middle of a video. But yes, Lonely Gamer 228. I'll put the link in the description. You can go follow me there. I don't know if I mentioned it on my last my last video, but I do have a podcast that I am running. I am 3.5 episodes deep, and I say 3.5 because my latest episode is just a bonus episode. I am planning on recording another episode probably tomorrow. You can find it on literally anywhere that has podcasts: Google, Apple, Spotify, Anchor, which is what I host off of, Castbox. I want to say there's one called Breaker or Breakpoint or Breaker Point or something like that. But again, Lonely Gamer Podcast. That's where the whole idea came from. Was the pod. My first 2 episodes are about Resident Evil Village and an E3 recap with a good friend of mine. And then the bonus episode is me ranting on 2K Games' marketing, specifically in regards to the WWE series mainly. So yeah, my next episode is going to be on the Saints Row franchise, since that seems to be a hot topic right now. I'm going to give my thoughts. I'm a diehard Saints Row fan, so I'm going to give my thoughts. May even do a video, not sure. But you may get more content like this too in between regular gameplay videos. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in on where I'm at and kind of what's been going on and why I haven't done much. I know I don't have anywhere close to a large following, let alone a small following. But for those that may not be on my social media or that may not be keeping in touch, that's what's going on. I'm hoping to do better. I'm hoping to be better. So hopefully my first actual video on Dying Light will be out sometime later this week. Again, I'm aiming to try to do 1 video a day. I have some schoolwork I have to do now, but I'm going to try to get that done. And if I can get all that done, then I'm probably going to crank out a couple videos, 1 for today and 1 for tomorrow. But until the next video, I will see you guys later. Stay lonely, gamers.